I hope you are having a great time. Are you excited to learn something new today? Alright! Welcome to our first episode of English class with Teacher Marge. Today, I am with my friend. Her name is Margie the Challenger. She is with me today in order to challenge you before we start our lesson. Make sure you have your pen and your paper ready because we will explore the wonders of the universal language. Are you excited? Alright, let's begin! This is the challenge. You will complete the missing letters of the following words. Margie will help you by giving the definitions of each word. Are you ready? Let's begin the challenge!
1. Showing a special favor to someone. Favoritism. 2. Poor treatment of or violence against people because of their race. Racism. 3. Treating people in a way that favors some over others. Unfairness. 4. The action of negating. Rejection. 5. Showing only one opinion or point of view. One-sidedness. 6. Practice of unfair treatment of a person or groups differently among others. Discrimination. 7. State of being in place or situation that is separated from others. Isolation. 8. Feeling of not liking or approving of something or someone. Dislike.
Very good! You have just completed Margie's challenge. Did you get a perfect score? Awesome! Here's a candy bag from Margie. If not, don't worry because we will be having more activities later. Thank you, Margie! See you next time! Now, what do you notice with the following words from Margie's challenge? Are they negative or positive? Very good! Negative. It is very obvious that the following words are negative. Later on, you will see these words in relation or connection with our lesson for today. At your age, you are very familiar with the quotation, "No man is an island," aren't you? We have learned to live not only with our own, but also with the help of other people around us. But as we interact with them, some circumstances are not always warm and accommodating. They are sometimes accompanied by rejections and discriminations. Do you agree with that? Are you familiar with this logo? Very good! It is the logo of the famous noontime show, eat bulaga. Can you recall an experiences when you are wrongly judged by other people around you? Was there a time in your life when you caught yourself judging other people? Do you consider yourself judgmental as well? Yes, there are times that we tend to judge other people without getting the facts first. And there are also times that we are wrongly judged by other people based on what they believe. These thoughts and actions of discriminating, judging, and unfair treatment are what we call bias and prejudice. You may say that bias and prejudice are both the same. Both have the negative impact in the society and to the people who receive such. But there is a fine line between them.
Bias means the tendency to favor one person, group, thing, or point of view over another, especially considered to be unfair. It is a tendency to lean in a certain direction, either in favor of or against a particular thing. It is a personal opinion that is one-sided, lacking a neutral viewpoint, resulting in unfairness. For examples, female teachers give more attention to girls. Some companies hire only women because they feel they make better. These examples are considered biased because female or girls are given more favor and opportunities over the opposite gender, which is male. Another example, in other Christian sects, the preacher position is only given to males and not to females. Males are given more power and authority than females, showing bias in gender. On the other hand, prejudice refers to a preconceived feeling based solely on their affiliation with the group. This is the feeling beforehand or without knowledge, thought, or reason. Prejudice often ends with discrimination or biased treatment based on someone's race, gender, religion, socioeconomic status, and nationality. For example, some people think that all Muslim women are uneducated, so because they are Muslim, they are being judged and stereotyped by some people. This shows a prejudice against gender and religion. Other example, he couldn't join the contest because he was black. He was discriminated because of his skin color. Remember, discrimination is prejudice. Ashley didn't get the job because she has a visible tattoo in her arms. She was discriminated because of her tattoo. Even though these people have not done anything wrong, but because of their background, people tend to prejudge them and eventually discriminate against them.
Remember that bias is in favor of something and prejudice is not in favor of something.
Observe the concept of in favor or not in favor is portrayed in these examples. Anthony is a Catholic and he thinks that his religion is superior to other religions. Is it bias or prejudice? Bias, very good, because Anthony is in favor of his own religion. Another example, Chichi is Japanese. He cannot marry Lulay, who is a Filipina. Chichi's parents do not approve of him marrying someone of other nationality. Is it bias or prejudice? Great job! This is an example of prejudice because Chichi's parents are not in favor of interracial marriage.
Is everything clear, everyone? Alright, let's have an activity to measure your understanding. Here is Margie again to give us the instruction.
Direction. Read each scenario carefully. Determine whether the scenario shows bias or prejudice. Number 1. not hiring someone because of their age and gender. Bias, very good. Number 2, assuming someone is gay because of the way he acts. The correct answer is prejudice, very good. Number 3, discriminating and bullying someone with disabilities. The answer is prejudice. Awesome! Number 4, accepting exclusive membership of clubs where certain people are not allowed. The answer is bias. Amazing! Number 5, the mayor of your province decided to give the vaccine first to government officials instead of giving it to medical frontliners. The answer is bias. You got it right. Number 6. Ma'am Russell thinks that all girls are bad at math but treats all of her students the same. The answer is prejudice. Very good. Number 7. The attorney in the trial court is the father of the suspect, so he did everything to win the case although he knows that it is against the law. The answer is bias. Very good. Number 8. A group of Bajau ride a jeepney and all the passengers in the jeepney look at them with a judgment in their eyes as if they are a thief. The answer is prejudice. Another point for you. Number 9. Eileen won the contest because one of the judges is her father. The answer is bias. Very good. And number 10, not serving someone in a restaurant because of his skin color. And the answer is prejudice. Awesome!
Awesome! You did great in our first activity. Here's another candy badge from Margie. Let's proceed to our next activity.
Direction. Write true if the statement is correct and false if not. Number 1. Prejudice is the opinion or viewpoint while discrimination is the action. The correct answer is true. Number 2. If someone is thinking poor of another person for having different religious beliefs, then he has prejudice. Very good. True. Number 3. Bias and discrimination are the same. The correct answer is false. Very good. Number 4. The tendency to favor one person, group, or point of view over another, often in an unfair way, is called bias. The answer is true. You're right. Number 5. Firing a woman from her job upon learning of her pregnancy is an example of prejudice. The correct answer is true. Number 6. Putting up a greater number of washrooms in airports for females than males is an example of bias. Nice! The answer is true. Number 7. Being not invited over a classy neighborhood's party because of their ethnicity and origin is showing bias. The answer is false. Very good. And number 8, denying someone a promotion because he is patronizing a different TV network is showing bias. True. Very good.
Job well done! Here's another candy badge from Margie! Do you want to get more badges? Here is our next activity. Margie, can you give us the instructions?
Direction. Examine a given image closely. Determine whether the image shows bias or prejudice. Write B if your answer is bias and P if prejudice.
Number 1. The answer is B. Very good. Prejudice. The picture shows a man who believes that he is better than a person with disability. Number 2. The answer is B. Bias. Very good. It is clear in the picture that the man is given more superiority over the female. It is considered bias, gender bias to be specific. Number 3. The answer is B. Prejudice. Very good, everyone. You got it right. The picture shows a boy who is judging or bullying his classmate because of his status. Number 4. The correct answer is B. Prejudice again. Very good, everyone. Judging and teasing someone because of his skin color. And last number 5. What is the correct answer? Is it bias or prejudice? Very good. Bias. Someone can be biased depending on how she views things on his or her point of view. Congratulations, everyone, for actively participating in each of the activities prepared for you. Here's another candy badge from Margie. Job well done! For your assignment, please prepare to take a photo of this task. This is Margie's homework challenge for you. Make sure to pass it on time for you to get another badge from her. Always remember that bias and prejudice are not the same. Bias is the tendency to lean in a certain direction, either in favor of something or against of a particular thing. It is a personal opinion that is one-sided and often resulted in unfair treatment or unfairness. While prejudice is the preconceived opinion or feelings towards someone based on their affiliation in the group, often resulted in discriminations. This simply means prejudging other people. That's all for today. In our next episode, we will discuss more another lesson that will truly help you to explore more the wonders of the universal language. I hope you learned something today. Alright, see you again in our next episode of English Class with Teacher Mark.